Good day, everyone. This is Angel Miss Ardido, and I will be discussing Unit 6, which is Reaction Paper and Review Paper. Lesson 1 Features and Structure of Reaction Paper and Review Paper. Before we start our discussion, let me introduce to you the concept underneath the umbrella term motivation. As seen from the concept map, there are plenty of sub-concepts underneath the general term motivation. Without research, people would not know the motivation involves many specific theoretical topics. Research delves in and constantly reviews many different topics to check their progress and scope. Reviewing research is just as important as answering new research questions. Objectives. In this lesson, you should be able to do the following. Identify the features and structure of reaction paper. Identify the features and structure of review paper. Outline a research topic for a review paper. Outline a topic for a reaction paper. Features and structure of reaction paper. The reaction or response paper of a writer about another piece of work. This piece of work can include books, research papers, and articles, television shows, and films. The purpose of the reaction paper is to discuss the piece of work, evaluate its merit, and recommend it to others. And it is also a personal opinion regarding a given piece of work. Well, the paper should include a short summary of the work you're reacting to. The paper itself should consist of your thoughts, feelings, and rationalization about what's discussed in the original text. Next, we have the features. The reaction paper is divided into two parts, the summary and the reaction. The summary is an objective report about the work. The summary should contain the following: title and author of the work, highlights of the main points, and supporting details, direct quotes for illustration of the main points, objective and factual approach to the summary. The writer should reflect on the following question before composing a reaction. How is the main idea of the text related to the concept which you are familiar with and previously been discussed? How does the work relate to any present-day problems? How is the material related to the personal life experiences, feelings, and ideas, and etc.? The next one, we have structure. The structure of the paper contains three parts: the introduction, integrated with the summary, the reaction, and the conclusion. First, we have introduction. The introduction should contain an integrated summary of the work. The topic sentence should include the author and the title of the work. The summary should be concise and it should omit specific details that may be irrelevant to discuss in the paper itself. The use of direct quotation is recommended as it gives the reader a visualization of the ideas being discussed. Lastly, the introduction should contain the thesis statement, which contains the reaction of the writer. The thesis statement contains the main idea of paper and will be the basis for the discussion in the succeeding paragraphs. The next one, we have reaction. The reaction is the second part of the paper and usually contains the three main ideas to support the thesis statement of the writer. The reaction can discuss the emotions of the writer felt about the piece of work, the contribution of the work to the topic or research area, and the evaluation of judgment of the piece itself. These main ideas should then be supported by the text itself, whether using direct quotation or paraphrased material. Without the supporting and relevant information, the writer has no basis to make such a reaction. Remember, the reaction paper is a three-part essay, so it should follow the rules of paragraph development. The introduction and conclusion should be relatively shorter than the reaction found in the body of the essay. Next one, we have conclusion. The conclusion should contain a summary of thesis statement and the main ideas with a recommendation of the text for other readers. No ideas should be presented in the reaction paper. Example 1. Like the scenario is the writer discusses the series finale of the television shows The Good Place. The thesis statement focuses on the series, gave a proper goodbye to the audience. The reaction of the writer supports the thesis statement. The writer discusses how the series and the finale were thought-provoking and bittersweet, while teaching the audience to be better people. Based on the reaction paper, the writer should enjoy the series and finale, as he or she discuss how the episode touched him or her on an emotional level, and recommended to the readers to pursue the show. The next one, we have features and structure of the review paper. The purpose of the review paper is to thoroughly review recent progress on particular topic. It differs from the reaction paper in that the review paper present concept and research about the topic without an evaluative judgment and reaction from the writer. It summarizes the current state of knowledge or research in area, and it helps reader create a deeper understanding of the topic. So the purpose of review paper is to succinctly review recent progress in a particular topic. In overall, the paper summarizes the current state of knowledge of the topic for the reader by discussing the finding presented in recent research paper. We got features. The review paper is a synthesis of results from related literature to create a description of research topic or area. It can also enable a debate among guest reader and researchers in the field for discussion. The review paper aims to describe the areas of the following topic at hand. This required the writer to thoroughly research about a topic, then synthesize the finding of the primary research and literature before generating a report about it. The description of the topic allows an objective presentation which creates a debate for readers. The debate focuses on whether the scope of research is updated with regard of finding methods and analysis. Lastly, with an objective description of the scope of research, the review paper represents research gaps which can be explored for the research topic. So, in the features of reviewing review paper, it focuses on strength and weakness. Also, it focuses on uses evidence to support the ideas. Draws a conclusion saying whether something will be useful or interesting to its audience and purposes. It also gives a personal opinion with confidence and authority. And remember, in features, the reaction paper is subjective in nature, while the review paper represent or present content in a more objective way. Structure. The review consists of the following parts: introduction of the study with background, body with a review of literature and synthesis, and conclusion. First, we have introduction. The introduction of the study includes the conceptual and operational concept of the topic. It defines the concept and describes the scope of research topic, especially what will be discussed and what will be excluded. This scope may include generally and specially specific terms as defined by other researchers. It is also include the scope of years of the include literature. So next one, we have body. The body discusses the studies found in various literature about the topic. Primarily describe the evidence found in the literature studies and articles. It also explains how results shape current understanding of research topic in area. Here in the body, a writer mentions the methodologies used to obtain the data, but there is no need to specifically review each kind of method for data collection. The writer also points out controversies which may have arisen within the research area because of the literature produced. The body then includes a synthesis of the review, underlining any research gaps that the research topic may have. The synthesis becomes a stepping stone for future researchers to expound, improve on, or formulate topics based on the research. Next one and the last one is the conclusion. The conclusion summarizes the main points of the review paper. It must show the significant result and research gap. There will also be opportunities present and any recommendation to address research gaps. We have a one example scenario. The scope of the study is a total of 14 years, and the researcher was able to collect and compile data from 17 studies. And because of the review, the researchers were able to confirm that the UAE has been trying to create a better healthcare system and that the satisfaction level of patients are high. The research gaps found in the research are that there is no indication of the effectiveness of the reform in the UAE and its recommendation that there should be a review of that as well. So that's all for my report. Thank you for listening.